Coming up, we'll recap the festivities on Groovin' on the Grounds.
Plus, what's happening around Baton Rouge.
And the latest in movies, music, and fashion. Stay tuned, you're watching The Rundown.
Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, March 25th. I'm Ryan Sands.
And I'm Caitlin Switzer. Thanks for joining us today. If you did not get a chance to check out LSU's Groovin' on the Ground Saturday, Rundown reporter Sydney Kleinpeter brings a lineup of entertainment to you.
Every year, thousands of LSU students and people from the Baton Rouge community gather on LSU's campus for the annual Groovin' on the Grounds Festival. This year, over 6,000 people packed the parade grounds for the free outdoor concert to see local rapper D1, country singer Corey Smith, and hip-hop sensation Akon. The event is hosted by Student Government Students on Target to help promote alcohol awareness. This year's theme was A Good Time Not Wasted.
The message is a phenomenal tool that we use in student government to kind of promote awareness. Obviously, being in the South, drinking around here in the culture, it's heavy. You have Mardi Gras, tailgating, and just the whole atmosphere of New Orleans.
But we're definitely out here on this spring, this wonderful night, promoting alcohol awareness. A good time not wasted is the theme of SOT, and that's what we really want to convey tonight.
We want to promote not just so much, good time not wasted, but also, drink responsibly. You're going to a bar later, you're going to be tailgating, know your limit, make sure you have someone driving for you. Don't grab the keys and try to drive off. And today, basically, we're all just saying, look, we're going to promote alcohol awareness, not drink today. Have a good time because you came without alcohol, and then promote the message as well.
We all know LSU students can have a good time, and we don't need alcohol for that.
Akon headlined the show playing an energetic 2-hour set that included many of his hit singles. The singer entertained the audience by not only singing his songs, but got the crowd on its feet by dancing, stripping, and even diving into the audience. LSU students were excited about the show.
What's your favorite song?
Beautiful. Right now, na, na. You don't even know the name of the song. Right now, na, na. I'm in love with a stripper.
The party continued even after the show ended, and everyone was already looking forward to next year. For Tiger TV's The Rundown, I'm Sid Kleinpeter, on LSU.
Students on Target also host LSU's annual Battle of the Bands each fall.
The Varsity Theater presents the Jägermeister Country Tour featuring Pat Green and special guest Randy Houser this Thursday night. The doors will open at 7 and the show begins at 8:30. Tickets are $20 in advance or $25 at the door.
Sapphires and Spurs will be held Friday from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. at LSU's John M. Parker Coliseum. This Western-themed event will have many activities for all to enjoy. Tickets are $25 and all proceeds will go to Family Services of Greater Baton Rouge.
If you find yourself sitting around with nowhere to go, hit the lanes of these local bowling alleys. Don Carter's All-Star Lanes is located on Airline Highway and is open 7 days a week. Circle Bowl is just off Florida Boulevard and hosts special bowling nights. Don Carter's All-Star Lanes has 64 lanes and other activities including birthday parties, corporate events, leagues, and tournaments. Bowling prices vary based on daily specials. Circle Bowl is also geared toward a family atmosphere and hosts 6 different leagues and tournaments. Both locations offer specials for college students.
Coming up, a look at your latest celebrity news.
And still to come, a look at what topped last weekend's box office.
More after the break. Stick around. You're watching The Rundown.
Welcome back to The Rundown. Let's take a look at the latest celebrity news. The Twilight Mania erupted on Friday night for the release of the DVD. Some fans in Los Angeles not only received a copy of the DVD, but also an appearance from Twilight star Ashley Greene. The star greeted fans and signed a lot of DVD copies. Greene said that it was a nice break from filming a sequel to the film. The second installment of the Twilight series will begin in theaters this November. Comedian Robin Williams is still managing to make people laugh after a serious surgery. Williams had heart surgery on March 13th at the well-known Cleveland Clinic. The operation lasted 3.5 hours, and things went extremely well. Williams is expected to make a full recovery. Oprah Winfrey gave Ellen DeGeneres quite a surprise on Ellen's television show on Friday. Winfrey called from her office in Chicago to invite DeGeneres to pose on the cover of her magazine, O. All this transpired after Ellen was kept on hold for 11 minutes while waiting to talk to Oprah about being on the cover. We'll now toss it over to Caitlin with more celebrity news.
Thanks, Ryan. Music star Mary J. Blige will soon be appearing on the big screen. Blige was recently cast in Tyler Perry's new movie, I Can Do Bad All By Myself. Perry's famous Crazy Madea character will also make an appearance in the film. The movie is scheduled to hit theaters in September. Grey's Anatomy star T.R. Knight was in a car accident on Thursday. The accident was minor with only one person going to the hospital. Knight was not injured during the accident. Rumors have been flying around about Knight possibly leaving the cast of Grey's Anatomy. We'll now kick it over back to Ryan and Andrew for the latest look in movie news.
Thanks, Caitlin. Coming up, Andrew gives us the latest look at movie news.
Thanks, Ryan. Coming up, I'll tell you which films top this weekend's box office, plus what's heading to theaters. That and more. Stick around. You're watching The Rundown. Welcome back to The Rundown. I'm Andrew Alexander with your movie news update. Sitting atop the box office this week is the sci-fi flick Knowing. Raking in just under $25 million, the film stars Nicolas Cage as Professor John Kussler, who discovers a startling cryptic message. The message has accurately predicted the dates, death tolls, and coordinates of every major disaster of the past 50 years. However, the message tells of another global-scale catastrophe. With time running out, it's up to John to face the ultimate disaster and save the world. And coming in second at the box office, the buddy comedy I Love You Man. Raking in just under $18 million, the film stars Paul Rudd as real estate agent Peter Clevin. After becoming engaged to the woman of his dreams, Peter realizes that he has no one to serve as his best man. Embarking on a series of mandates, Peter meets Sydney. As the two men grow closer, Peter's relationship with his fiancée becomes strained, forcing him to choose between her and his new bro. And rounding out the box office top 5 are Duplicity, Race to Witch Mountain, and Watchmen. We now switch it over and take a look at what's heading to the big screen this weekend. Slithering onto the big screen this weekend is the animated comedy Monsters vs. Aliens. When a mysterious alien robot begins to terrorize Earth, the government has no choice but to call upon the help of the monsters. Led by Dr. Cockroach, Ph.D., and Ginormica, voiced by Reese Witherspoon, it's up to this band of misfits to save the planet. Also hitting theaters is the horror flick The Haunting in Connecticut. After the Campbell family moves to Connecticut, they learn their house has a disturbing history. The former owner's son, Jonah, was a demonic messenger and used the house as a gateway for spirits to cross over. Now Jonah has returned and looks to unleash a new kind of terror on the Campbell family. And you can also go see the action flick 12 Rounds. Starring WWE wrestler John Cena, the film tells the story of New Orleans police detective Danny Fisher. When Fisher stops a thief from getting away with millions of dollars, the thief's girlfriend becomes collateral damage. 1 year later, the criminal mastermind returns to put Fisher through 12 rounds of puzzles in order to save the life of his own fiancée. And also opening in select theaters are The Education of Charlie Banks, Goodbye Solo, and The Mysteries of Pittsburgh. Well, in other news, it's time to get your popcorn ready. The search for the next Spielberg begins this weekend on the LSU campus. The 10th annual Outhouse Film and Video Festival takes place this Saturday and Sunday at the LSU Dotson Auditorium. Sponsored by the LSU Cinema Club, Outhouse is Baton Rouge's original film festival. Audiences can expect to see a wide variety of local and international films this year, ranging from horror to comedy. The festival will also name a Golden Outhouse winner for the best film of the weekend. Festivities start at noon on Saturday, March 28th, so get there early for a front row seat. Admission is free. Well, that's all for your latest look at movies. We now kick it over to Josh with music.
Thanks, Andrew. Coming up, which artists have teamed up to heat up the big screen, and what's hitting the shelves this week. Then more music news. Stay tuned. You're watching The Rundown.